Now, Jessica, you're someone who I've seen present before who has been doing a lot with social recruiting in your organisation. How have you found it, and how have you used it, and what sort of success have you had?
So when I try to boil down and distill it in an easy way how we're using social media to recruit, I think there are three pieces. I think and the most significant piece for me is using it as a tool for employment branding and to broadcast and share the word about what it's like to work at your organization, what the culture is like, and just an insider's perspective on why someone would want to work at the company. So employment branding is the first piece. The second piece that I feel like people aren't talking a lot about, and maybe it's because in some ways it can be seen as a little bit more technical, but is it's actually using the networks to source and find candidates. So setting up things like Boolean search strings and X-raying and diving deep into various networks to actually find people. And then the third piece is I think it's a little bit hard to describe sometimes, but it's this notion for me of building a community so that you have pipelines of candidates in the future that you might be able to tap into and recruit from. So those are the three distinct pieces, and it's interesting. At this point, we've been using social media to recruit for maybe a good year and a half, and the more that social networks begin to develop and the more people find themselves on social networks as a community type thing, I'm seeing the biggest success in using it as an employment branding tool and less so as a place to actually find candidates, because I feel like the biggest impact that we're having. So, to step back, my company, probably a third of our hires come from referrals, and
Right.
that's always been a strong piece of where we find people, and I think it'll always continue to be. And I think because of that, it's just been this destination in a way, in a communication vehicle for people just to learn more about the organization, just get more insider information. So the employer branding piece, I think, is big. That's the biggest part for me.